Hello everyone, welcome to the retro review. This one we have the Icelandair 757-200 in the Hekla Aurora Livery by Gemini Jets. This one came in second place in the little poll that I did on the channel of which models that you guys like to see me do a retro review on. And so I figured might as well do this one next. I'll probably do another poll pretty soon about which retro review next. I'll offer some suggestions, and you guys can pick out whichever one you'd like. But this will be today's retro review. Only one aircraft in today's retro review. So here it is. Had this one for a while now. I want to say since I think maybe Christmas of 2016. I'm not quite sure. I don't have the box with me anymore, unfortunately. I'm not really sure where that has gone, but well, the trash, obviously. You didn't used to keep the boxes back then, which is really too bad, because this is a really rare model now, and it would be nice to have that box still. But that's okay. The model itself is still really nice. I don't plan on selling it anytime soon because it is just such a beautiful aircraft. This one I'm definitely going to find a nice place to display when Icelandair retires their 757s, which hopefully will not be soon. It looks like they're going to be flying the 757s back to MSP, but we'll talk about that later. We'll first get started with the review. So we have our cockpit windows up here, the little Hekla Aurora title. Let's actually get it zoomed in here. This is a retro review. We want to do a proper, close-up shots here. So you have not retro, geez. Hekla Aurora down there, of course, as Mile High Aviation explained, Hekla is the name of a mountain in Iceland, and then Aurora, of course, is for Aurora Borealis, a Latin name, Latin meaning lights of the north, so Aurora Borealis, Aurora, there you go. Really cool. I've always wanted to see Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis in real life. I never have. I also have never seen it in Skinner's kitchen, but I have to make my way over to Skinner's house sometime. Here we have the L1 door, the nose gear down there. These do not roll. They're just spigot wheels. They don't roll or anything, which is fine. I don't really care. We have the Icelandair titles up here. These are the older ones, of course. I have, out of my two Icelandair models, this one is in the old livery, the other one, the Max 8, is in the new livery. I think both liveries look pretty good. I probably slightly prefer the old one, but I think they're both really good. And that's a very nice titles right there. Of course, over the darker background, so we have a little green light flash, little blue light flash. I don't really know what to call those. But they're part of the Aurora Borealis, of course. And, of course, the aircraft is painted in a dark blue color, kind of symbolizing the night sky, where you would see the Aurora Borealis. Here is the hashtag my stopover hashtag, because Iceland, we also have the L2 door, that also can be used for boarding. But since Iceland lies very central in the middle of the Atlantic, it's very convenient just to fly there and then connect onto somewhere else. And I mean, I'm sure that's one of the reasons why Icelandair flies to Minneapolis, other than just Iceland is a cool place. They've been flying to Minneapolis for a long time, actually, since for the past 20 years at least, which is quite crazy. But yeah, Icelandair, I think it's been the past 20 years. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's been a while that Icelandair has flown here. But yeah, they're the first, other than Northwest, they were the first big connection to Europe, and you just fly through Iceland to get there, because back in the day, we didn't get KLM flights, or back in the early 2000s, MSP didn't get KLM or Aer Lingus. We don't get Aer Lingus anymore, really. We don't get we didn't get Air France. It's not wanting to focus on the winglet. There you go. Just the Icelandair logo. Same one as on the tail right there. Then on the inside of the winglet, it's the same thing. It just has the Icelandair titles underneath the little flag thing. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be, honestly. We have the yellow engines, classic Icelandair yellow engines with the Rolls-Royce logo on them. And then the overwing exit. Here we have what kind of appears to be a mountain, so I guess that would be the Hekla in this. And then the rest would be the Aurora. I guess that's what that's supposed to. So that's supposed to be. I mean, you can kind of. It looks like it's kind of snow top mountain. Kind of what it looks like. And then we have, some more of the Aurora Borealis going down the aircraft, of course. And then registration, Tango Foxtrot, Foxtrot India uniform, and the Iceland flag right there as well. And here we have the Icelandair tail, which this is not their regular tail. I believe the regular one was yellow, and then this was in blue, if I'm remembering correctly. So yeah, this also has a SATCOM dome up there, but that's the only area. It doesn't have like any antennae or anything. It does have the stand hole in the bottom and the applicable details to the bottom of the aircraft. The bottom is slightly darker, as you can see. That's more of a black color, and there's a separation between that color and then the blue everywhere else by kind of like the mountainous terrain there. So yeah, Icelandair flew the 757s to MSP up until this past summer, really, or maybe a little bit before that. Then they started flying the Max 8, or well, Max 8 and Max 9. But before that, before they got the Maxes, of course, they flew the 757. And I did get the chance to see this aircraft in person once, maybe twice. I don't have it on video, but I did get to see it, and I do remember seeing it because my house used to be right next to the airport, and I saw it fly into MSP once, which is really cool to see. It's a really beautiful aircraft, probably my favorite in Icelandair's fleet, one of my favorite liveries in the world, actually, in general. I think they did a great job designing this one, so hats off to the Icelandair designers, hats off to Gemini Jets for making a good replica of it, and very happy to have this. Hopefully, if Icelandair resumes service on the 757 at MSP, which it looks like they might do, I'll be able to use this aircraft again in an airport update. I have used it before, not in a realistic connotation, but maybe now I'll be able to use it in a realistic connotation here at my MSP airport. I don't know why I'm trying to get the winglet to focus. It's not going to work. But yeah, very cool aircraft here. Pretty short retro review. There's only one aircraft to go over today, not two. But I'll see what I can do for the other ones. I did mention in the poll the Korean Air JC Wings, the Korean Air Cargo Interactive, and that'll probably be one of the options in the poll. But we'll see what the other ones are. That'll do it for this retro review. Really nice model here by Gemini Jets. Thank you all for checking it out. If you can find this one somewhere, they're really difficult to find as it is a really rare model. Although I do recommend you get at least some version of Hekla Aurora, and G Models also made one. So if you can find it, I suggest you try and get it. I believe there's also a Gemini 200. But yeah, that'll do it for this retro review. Thank you all for checking it out once again. I will see you tomorrow, and as always, good night. Auf Wiedersehen.